Canada has a nursing shortage, but many new grads find it difficult to find a job in the market. So how do you actually get hired as RN in Canada? So in this video, I'm going to explain a step-by-step guide how it actually works. So I have created this video a couple of weeks back, and I have got a lot of messages, a lot of comments on the video saying that how do you find an RN job? Where do you look for the postings? Where do you find the job application? Like, how can I apply for these positions to get the job? So if you are interested in these topics, you can watch this video. Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Amu. I'm an RN, works in Toronto, and if any of the topics I mentioned above is interested, then you can watch it, or you can send it to the friends or family, anybody looking for this information. So step one, make sure you're registered. So in order to work as an RN in Canada, you need to have a license to practice. So you have to graduate a nursing school, then you have to get your nursing license, you have to pass the NCLEX RN exam, and then you register to the respective regulatory body, which is, for example, for Ontario, it's College of Nurses of Ontario. So you register with them and get your license to practice as an RN in Canada. So step two, where to apply. Most of the time, people are very confused which site to apply. So personally, I would prefer directly applying to the hospitals and long-term cares. First, figure out which area you want to work, like hospitals, long-term cares, community, like which area you would like to work. So I work in long-term care. That's where I prefer. I used to work in hospitals back home, but when I moved to Canada, the first job I got was in long-term care, and I like it there, and I prefer long-term cares compared to the hospitals. But it depends on your different criteria. You can apply for it, but as a new grad, I would say just apply for whatever you get, and then see if you like it, then you can continue, or you can gain the experience and then you can get another job, right? So directly apply to the websites. So the job I do, I directly apply to their websites. When I apply through the different websites, which is a third party, I always feel like it's not reaching the recruiter. So I always prefer to apply on their own website. So you can search the main hospitals. For example, if you're looking for Ontario, you can apply for Essendon, Humber, Sunnybrook, North York Gen, and different kinds of community health websites, and even government jobs. Many hospitals we have in Ontario, so you can apply, but you can still apply on the other job boards such as Indeed, LinkedIn, Health Force Ontario. It's all the openings, they usually come on these websites too. So just a tip, you can use a keyword like full-time RN, part-time RN, or med-surg RN. So whatever you're looking for, you can just put that, and you can find that they will filter the job applications, whichever is open right now, so you can apply for it. Most of the time, what I see and what I felt is, what I experience is, and even though there's an opening on their website, the hospitals, the long-term cares, they might internally hire, but they are still have to put it on the website that they're hiring. But most of the time it's happened internally. So the first thing is get into a hospital, and then you can just go step by step and apply to different departments. That would be easy. So the first thing is to get into a hospital is the first step. So the next thing is fix your resume. Resume plays an important part when you apply for the position, because there's a lot of competition in the market. So you really have to stand out with your resume. Plus you have to make a cover letter explaining what all the qualifications you have, and your resume, you have to tailor the resume for each job applications you make, because you might be applying for med-surg, you might be applying for the ortho, you might be applying for surgery, or you might be applying for long-term care. So you have to tailor your resume. That would be one of the efficient thing you can do while you apply the job. Highlight your clinical placement. So wherever you had your clinical placement, highlight that on your resume, which indicate that you worked on these places as a student. So that can help you really stand out. The certification, you must have to add your certifications and license to your resumes. Let's say you have BLS, ACLS, or you have different kind of certificates, IV, or anything you have done, you have to add it. That will help you stand out. And main important thing is In this era we have AI, so AI filter our resumes once they apply, and they sometimes choose the right candidate. I kind of feel it so disappointed on that, but anyway, that's what our world right now, so we just have to really work on that. For that, the main thing you can do is to use the keywords from the posting. So when you see a job application on the website, they will have a job descriptions, the requirements, right? So you can use that same wording on your resume. That will help the AI to filter your resume and put it for the recruiter to review it. So it will actually help you to stand out and get an interview. Step 4 is networking. So networking, it's mostly underrated, but it's really important for you to be connected with the people who work in different sectors. So it will help you to an extent to get the job, because if you have somebody to give you reference, then that might be easy. So if somebody is working already in the hospital and they can refer you, that might be easy for you to get in. So you have to be in touch with your preceptor, your teacher, your friends, because if they get a job in the hospital or long-term care, maybe they can refer you after, so that might help. You can use the LinkedIn professionally. Sometimes once you apply, you can directly message the recruiter if they are in LinkedIn. Most of the recruiters they are in LinkedIn, so you can directly message them and tell them that, hey, I applied for this and I have these and these things, please consider my applications. All that you can do, which might help you to get an interview. You can attend the job fairs. I know when you go for the job fairs right now, there's a lot of people, but still there's shortage. There's a lot of people, but truly and honestly, still there's shortages, because sometimes the nurses quit because of the stress and because of the heavy lot of patients. We still quit, so there's a lot of job openings. It's always better to apply for it and go and join these job fairs and see if you can find something. Step 5 is don't be too picky. I am a picky person. I was too picky with my job applications, but at the first early stage you should not be picky, but I was picky, so I cannot really say, but it's better not to be picky. And for me, there are few things I am hesitant to do it. So with some departments I cannot work. For example, I cannot work in gastro, so I never applied for any gastro department. So same like that, you might have some departments you cannot work. So I respect that, but if out of that you can pick a lot of departments and apply for it, don't just choose one and stick on to that. You may not get the positions. So just get what you get at first, and then from there, maybe once you gain the experience, you can apply for other opportunities, right? Like let's say you're checking on North-York-Gen website, you might see a lot of openings on med-surg. That's where most of the time they want people. So if you're not comfortable with working in med-surg, I would say just apply for it. Let's see how it's going. For the interview, you get to know the interview questions, and then if you get the position, go for it if you're comfortable. Otherwise, just wait for the next option. Step 6 is interview. Interview is really important. I always believe rather than the skills you have, most of the time the attitude you show on that interview really matter, because sometimes you may not answer a question they have asked, but you might still get picked for that position, because the attitude and the energy you bring to that table was what they were looking for, and you end up getting that job. So going for an interview, you have to be really prepared. You have to be professional. You have to be ready for most of the common basic questions they might be asking. You have to do your research. Be prepared to answer the question politely and professionally. I used to believe that if I have the skills, I can just go and do the interview and get the job. It's not true. You have to dress up. When you dress up, your energy get lifted, and the way you carry yourself and present yourself will elevate. So always dress up professionally for an interview. Once you're done, do a follow-up email and say thank you for considering me, thank you for the interview, and really look forward to. And if you want more information, you can reach out to the number. So in that way, we're just letting know the recruiter and the managers that we are really interested in this position, so they might notice you. And finally, for the international nurses who wanted to work as an RN in in Canada. I have created this video before to how to become an RN as an internationally educated nurse. You can watch that, but just to add on this video, the first thing is you figure out which province you want to apply, then apply to their website and submit all the documents and wait patiently, because patience is the key, because you cannot just quit and go when the paperwork is not happening fast. You have to wait. You really have to have patience. My processing took almost 2 years, and so you really have to wait. I think now it's better than before. You get it done in a year, I believe. So you have to really have your patience, and once you get the thumbs up for your to go for exam, you write the exam and pass. And if some of your eligibilities are not met, you can go through the bridging program. All that you can do, and once you get the license, you can apply to work as an RN. So that's all about today's video, and I hope it helps you guys. And if you're planning to become an RN in Canada, comment your province below, so maybe I can create a video on province wise to become an RN and in that particular province. If you like the video, you can like, subscribe, and follow for more nursing related videos. So if you want to get notifications when I upload the next video, so you can subscribe. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one.